Good afternoon. My name is Salishni. Today I will do my presentation on ethical dilemma, and I have chosen a topic. It is inclusive education. My subtitle is a case study on the challenges of inclusion in a rural Fijian school. My presentation outlines the following subtopics. Inclusive education. My introduction, purpose and objective, description about case study, ethical principle, moral, choice and decision made, what are the results and effects, conclusion, and then my reference. My introduction, inclusive education guarantees that every student, irrespectively in disability learning variation, has an equal chance in the classroom. That simply means all students should be equal in the classroom. All should be included in the learning. Fiji Ministry of Education enhanced inclusivity, but application faces challenges. My ethical dilemma here today is a Year 8 student with a learning disability. She finds difficulties in her assignment and is slow pace. And teacher cannot give a personal attention due to large class size and unlimited resources. Next point is, should the teacher concentrate on the progress of entire class or modify teaching method? Or teacher need to change the teaching method so that impact is not on overall class. Purpose and objective, to examine the moral dilemma of inclusive education. Next is to examine the circumstances for various ethical viewpoints. To improve ways to reconcile so it is fair and practice limitation. How to keep all students inclusive in the learning. Description of my case study is a girl. She is in Year 8. Her name is Anaya and she has a learning disability that is impacting her reading and writing speed compared to her classmates. The teacher acknowledges the difficulty but feels fun with 41 students. As the class number I have said, it's very large, so she finds difficulty. Anaya's parents seek an additional assistant. Yet school is constrained resources for a special education. The teacher needs to determine if they should, what should a teacher do? Focus on Anaya's requirement, which may cause the class progress more slowly. Number 2, concentrate on majority on Anaya's method, what Anaya is going through. Number 3, discover a different approach that satisfies both requirements. Now teacher has to see both. My ethical principle, equity versus equality. Is it better for student to get identical treatment? Next is professional accountability. A teacher obligation is to assist all upholding academic standards. Fairness and justice. Is it just to give additional time to one student? Students' right and inclusion. Every child is entitled to educate and take care of their requirements. Moral viewpoints. Altruism. The teacher should choose an option that serves a greater number of students. suitable option. Only teacher look at Anaya's option. Deontological ethics in fulfilling the ethical obligation to child or educate all children. The teacher must guarantee that Anaya receive a assistance despite any obstacle. Where Anaya don't have any obstacle, so the teacher can do it. Ethics, the instruction must. Ethics, the teacher must demonstrate empathy and seek a way of aligning Anaya's requirements with the advancement of the class. Theory of social contract. Society anticipates that class will implement. Theory of social contract. Society anticipates that school will implement inclusive education policies. But is it this expectation of possible without adequate resource? Choice and decision made. Option 1. Provide Anaya with a personal assistant. Option 2. Overlook Anaya's challenges and concentrate on majority with which could bridge inclusion. Number 3. Collaborate with Anaya's parents and the school administration to seek extra support. Example, peer mentoring, special education. Conclusive determination. The teacher organizes peer assistant and adjusts the certain tasks for Anaya. Inclusive determination. The teacher organizes peer assistant and adjusts certain tasks for Anaya. The school commits to promote special education funding to become budget free. Results and effects. Anaya get extra assistance without interruption in the class. Peer tutoring. And next is the class acknowledge the necessity. Additional inclusive resource and initiate tasks. It initiates talks on the enhancing supports. Anaya has shown some improvement and progress in her study. This was with the help of the class teacher in having the extra classes in the afternoon, and with her peer groups and peer monitoring during her lunch and recess. She was having her classes with them and help doing assignments, and with school management administration for providing support materials, which was very helpful to her. And while at home, her parents were monitoring her with her assignments. And now we can see Anaya have progressed in her studies. And she is improving, and now she can even feel that she is included in the class. She don't feel unwanted and she's not left out. As Anaya have been included in the classroom, so hopefully all the students can be included in the classroom throughout the learning process. In conclusion, ethical challenges in the education necessity reconciling personal requirements with general equity. Next, inclusive education involves not only policies but also their practical application. Suggestions: educational institute to offer training for teachers covering instruction. Funding from the government for special education to be raised. Classroom environment should promote peer monitoring. Right, first one, we can say teachers should design, for first one, but teachers should first one. For first point, I can say teachers should give tasks according to class ability. And for special fund raising for special education, as Fiji government have already started with the funding inclusive education, and now we can see most of the school have inclusive resources in their school, so that no one is left out and all can be included with those resources in the classroom. For last one, we can say like teachers should give a group activity so that there's a group activity done, and it should promote a peer monitoring. And most of the time is when there is no peer monitoring, some students are left out, and when they are in groups, they know that we have to include each and everyone in either of the groups. I point to think about what if we are talking about inclusive education, if any of the student is left out today, what if the kid who is not included in classroom today and grew up tend to be a only surgeon who could save your life? What will happen and what will be your reaction? It is not that whoever is left out today, is not included in the classroom today, will be left out forever. One or the other way, that child will be included, be inclusive in next class, next form, in tertiary, and one day that child can be a surgeon or anything. And how will, as a teacher or as a peer, you will face if that child is a surgeon and you are there. So that should be a thought of a teacher, friends, and whoever is a instructor. Thank you. And after my presentation, I really believe that the inclusion works. And this is my reference from where I have taken out all my two part of this project, and my citation. Thank you.